The name Windex has become a generic term for a certain color of blue recognized everywhere. Harry and Roger Drackett had a lot to do with that. The Drackett Company was founded in 1910 by Philip Drackett and his wife Sally when they were in their mid-50s. 10 years later, after Philip and Sally's retirement, the business was led by his son Harry and then his grandson Roger, the third and final generation of the family to run the business. In 1965, the Drackett Company became a subsidiary of Bristol Myers. Harry served as president of Grocery Manufacturers of America, headed the Code Authority for the National Recovery Administration in 1933, and served as chairman of the board of the Ohio State University Development Fund. Locally, he was president of Cincinnati's Charter Committee for 8 years and served as chairman of the Planning Commission of Indian Hill. Harry's Walnut Hills High School classmates prophesied in their yearbook, "Harry simply defies description," and he did. When Harry died in 1948, his son Roger became president of the company.
Roger was so much into the business. He really loved working with the Drackett Company. And he'd go in on Saturday when not many people were there, clean up his desk and things like that, you know.
Beginning his career in 1934, after graduating from Harvard Business School, he worked in all phases of the company's operations, with special emphasis on the development of new products. Harry gave Roger, at the age of 23, the responsibility for test marketing Windex.
He started out knocking on doors and asking women to try this product. Got the door slammed in his face a few times, too.
Together, the results of their work built a brand that today, over 70 years later, is still a market leader. During Roger Drackett's tenure as president, sales increased to $50 million, and the company was approved for listing on the New York Stock Exchange. A number of Drackett brands have become trusted household names and national leaders in their brand categories. Brands like Drano, Windex, Vanish, O-Cedar Mops and Brooms, and Twinkle. Philip and his wife Sally would be amazed to know that the company they started at their kitchen table would be sold in 1992 to Wisconsin-based S.C. Johnson for $1.15 billion. This company was truly one of the great American success stories.
Father was a chemical engineer, and Roger studied business administration, marketing, finance. So they were a perfect combination. One was technical and the other was more practical.
Both Harry Drackett and Roger Drackett were visionary business leaders with strong civic commitments. Both men became president of the company at an early age, Harry at 39 and Roger at 37, and both led the business to new levels. Harry expanded the Cincinnati company to national recognition, and Roger expanded the business into the international market. Both men had a strong sense of civic responsibility and served as trustees in leadership positions of both industry and community organizations. In the 1930s, Harry spurred Drackett's expansion with a move that followed his father Philip's formula for balancing solid consumer research with gutsy, audacious action. Rapid growth in the automobile and building construction industries had by then spawned a geometric expansion in the use of glass. While many glass cleaners were on the market, none were particularly effective until 1933, when Windex was introduced. During Harry's years at the company, sales increased from about $500 million to over $27 million.
Father loved to have a big Christmas party for the employees. He said, if the company gets any bigger, I'll never be able to dance with every lady there.
Not only was Roger a business visionary, he was very active in the community as an original part owner of the Cincinnati Bengals and a trustee of the Children's Hospital Medical Center, the Cincinnati Symphony, Fifth Third Bank, Cincinnati Gas and Electric, and Taft Broadcasting Company. Both Harry and Roger Drackett have helped to shape the world in which we now live. Their astute business practices and commitment to civic responsibility keep the Drackett name alive to this day. It's an honor to induct Harry and Roger Drackett into the Junior Achievement Greater Cincinnati Business Hall of Fame.